Good evening. It's Friday night. It's Driven AF Recovery. Sorry, we missed last week. Had some scheduling difficulties, but I've taken care of that. So I do believe it will be the weekly normal thing, and at least that's our goal. So, is Dennis Colton we've had before? Mike, another one of our brothers. Steven was busy tonight, but I'm sure he will be back soon. So we're going to talk tonight about the topic of unity and brotherhood is what Mike had brought up, and it's a good one because it's something to do with the connection we all share. And I know for our community, for sure, there is a brotherhood and a closeness that I have not experienced very often in my life. So something I am definitely grateful for. So with that, share your thoughts, Mike.
Thanks, man. Hey everybody, I'm Mike Cervantes, recovering alcoholic. And I can only say that because I am part of a brotherhood, and I believe in unity. I think that you need unity to get, strength. I've always been told power in numbers. When people have the same goals in mind and they set their mind to doing something, when you have people around you like that, things can get accomplished rather than you thinking it's me against the world. Because I had to put those thoughts out of my mind. Me, Mike alone, I could not do it, but we, just simplify things. For me, I add my higher power. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, and I kind of ask him for help to guide me. And then the brotherhood aspect of it is I take brothers in arms very serious because they are my lifeline to my life. These guys will check me when I need to be checked. They know if I'm having an off day because they'll see it. I'm just not, the everyday Mike who's kind of happy these days, and I had that happen tonight and yesterday. As a matter of fact, people just asking me, what's going on? Is something on your mind? And that used to bug the hell out of me, but today, it's kind of refreshing because I know somebody's got my back, and it's just not one guy. It was a few fellas, a few guys that we run with now that want to stay sober, that want to change their lives. It's that want to get better. It's not just about stopping drinking and drugging. It's about changing your life in general. My lifestyle is so much better and different now. I'm able to be there as a father. I'm able to be there as a friend, a papa, and all those things have occurred because I stay dedicated to this. There's, every day is not perfect and there's no perfect day. But if I work on things like with my morning rituals, my morning routine that I start my day off with, I'll normally have a pretty good day. But if I miss it, and I've done it, and I've caught myself, like, why do I feel off? And then I realize, well, you missed the reading, or you forgot to call so-and-so, and I can regroup now because I have a brain in my head again, and no pun intended for you guys who really know what's up with me. But it's refreshing to know that, and know that I can just pick up the phone and that's all. I'm just a phone call away. And need be, these guys will come and meet me if I needed them to. And that's not, I'm not making that up and it's not embellished. It really happens. Guys will come over in a split second if they think I need their help. And I'm very proud to be part of that. And I'm proud to pass it along. Like, we were talking about too, I was with a couple guys. Paying it forward. I've been taught, I practice AA, NA, other programs as well as existentialism and ECS smart recovery because I need to. And I've talked with my sponsor and a few mentors, like what I have gotten so freely and really not so freely because I lost a lot along the way. I have to be able to, and willing to pay it forward, to give it back, to help somebody get through the day if they're having a hard day. Let them know everybody has hard days. It's life. But when you take, the use of drugs and alcohol out of that equation, it makes it a little more bearable. I had relied on that stuff for so long and it was a false god. It was a false sense of, I don't know, misdirection. Now I kind of know where I'm going. I have aspirations of furthering my life with recovery, because I can, because I made some decent choices in the last year and a half, and now I have some choices, and I want to pursue that and see where it takes me, because as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be the rest of my life, my recovery, and it has to come first. Because if my recovery and sobriety does not come above and beyond everything else first, I'm not going to have anything else, and that's the God's truth.
Let me take a little bit of segue from that, because I
Absolutely.
think you can contribute to this right now. With just going on with you. So I want to ask you, well, from what he was just saying in particular, like the brotherhood thing for one, and for two, being able to talk to people and catch shit. Like, I'm not gonna say it for you, but like, go ahead and speak on that. We just did this in a group, and it was powerful.
Well, first and foremost, I will be doing this for the rest of my life. If I know anything, it's gonna be this for the rest of my life. However that journey goes, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I can't predict what's gonna happen, but I know that won't stop. The unity portion, man. Hey, my best thinking got me here. You know what I mean? And I've known that by me trying to do this by myself, it's not gonna work. If I know anything. So I need brothers that's gonna hold me accountable. We're gonna bounce things off of each other. I had a situation this week, man, where I was letting a lot of resentment build up, a lot of anger, super discontent, super irritable, man. Just complaining about everything, dude. Like some of the dumbest shit that I would never complain about. I found myself complaining about, man, and just letting everything get to me. And it was at that moment where, the brothers I live with at my house, man, they're like, dude, what's going on, man? Bitch, I'm waking up at 5 in the morning complaining about the garbage not being taken out, shit like that, dude. It's like, man, there's some red flags there, bro, And, but the unity from that, by them helping me have some awareness on the situation, I'm like, man, something's going on here. You know what I mean? Something's happening. I'm letting something get to me, and it's natural for me to minimize situations going on in my life until it's too late. Then you're like, oh fuck.
Then you got the crack pipe in your mouth.
You gotta know those two words come out,
whatever,
right?
but
Fuck it.
I'm on
Stand
my,
Can't afford that.
yeah, I'm on 55 North, man. It's over. But the unity portion, man, united we can, alone we can't. I've heard that, and that makes a lot of sense, man. I need guys that are doing the same thing I'm doing, because there's gonna be times where I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I need someone to like kind of pave a way. Did I say it right? Yeah. Like
Accountable.
Yeah.
Help you find the fucking way.
Right.
Yes. I'll be finding the way, right?
Because I just know that by me trying to do this by myself, man, it's my track record shows that it doesn't work.
Right? A million ways to skin a cat. I'm willing to learn some different ones, because my way wasn't working.
For sure.
Definitely not working.
I mean, even now, you guys have said a lot of it, man. Like, but even now, almost 4 years in, and that ain't even that far when you really think about it. Nor do I give as much of a fuck about the time anymore.
Yeah.
I've got enough time to get some shit right, but there's still plenty of fucking time, like ways I want to get shit wrong. Or like he said, like I'll still find myself like getting that way, like snipping off at my wife, or fucking snipping off at like Steve or you over some stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Especially when I lived with like you guys. Like I was horrible at this shit. I've gotten better, but as I catch it a little quicker now, I'm like, why the fuck am I picking at everybody when it really is pissed at me about whatever? What am I pissed at me about? What did I fucking not get right, or what am I doing wrong? Because that's typically always the answer. Like there's always something I'm like.
Yeah.
Not getting right, or I know I'm not doing right, even if it's fucking up my morning routine, like you were talking about. Like that's. Like, dude, the days I don't get up on time and I gotta skimp on some of this shit or skip it all together, days are fucked for me, typically. Like, I just start fucked and it stays that way. It's just little stupid shit that I had never done before in my life, like in sobriety or fucking getting high. Like, I never had a fucking routine. It was always get up and just run.
Yeah.
Barely get on shit on time. Yeah, and it was like, let life fucking blow me wherever the fuck it was gonna blow me. Like, I'm not even gonna.
Proud know the fact that you're running by the seat of your pants.
Right.
I know
all
where
the
you're
time.
going.
I know what you're saying.
I was gonna laugh at it. I'm
I really
like,
could have gone somewhere with
I just
that.
said blow me twice. But anyway, but like having some fucking structured shit, and like not that you can always control everything, because obviously life's gonna throw shit at you, but like typically the morning, as long as I get up on time, I can handle that the way I need to handle it and start right. Typically at night I can do the same thing. Everything in between, I don't know, fuck it, but that's part of life, right? So.
It was kind of like what we talked about in group yesterday too, in alumni, you know, our shortcomings and things like that, you know, and not, I think not focusing, but not just giving all your time and energy to that instead of, oh, poor me, oh, I did this. Well, figure out something that's going to change it and focus on that, you know, instead of poor me, woe's me, because I know for me, it won't take too many poor me's and I'm saying fuck it, and I can't afford to say fuck it.
No, we just talked about that in the group, man. Fuck it's a fucking dangerous ass thing.
Dude, I was one night away from there,
Yeah.
man. You know, it's just a dangerous mindset to be in.
And that's the thing, like, to bring it back to like we were talking about, you had people that were willing to fucking say, hey dude, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Yeah, and you were aware enough to be like, all right, yeah, what is going on? Let me figure this shit out before it blows out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, it's truly life or death. I mean, realistically, it really is life or death, man. Because it might not be tomorrow, but if you continue to do the same stupid shit, it's gonna catch up to you real quick. Like,
Well, I've been doing the same stupid shit. That's how I've gotten this awareness to where I'm at today. Because you know what I experienced the past couple of days, I've experienced this in the past, but I never did shit about it, dude. I just continued to let it fester, man. You know, until I'm on.
Too late then.
Until fuck it.
Until
becomes
fuck
an
it,
option.
yeah.
It's like
Right.
next thing you know, a week goes by, I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Mhm.
You know, so you know, these are all mistakes that I've made,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to learn from them. You know what I'm
Find
saying?
solutions.
So you don't
Find
have to be
solutions,
sitting
man.
on a milk
I'll
crate
tell
in
you,
somebody's basement.
It was a win-win today, man. Because not only did I recenter myself today, but I had a day off of work, man. And you know, of course, you know, I don't like taking off of work, man. There's a lot of guilt there. You know, I'll let guys down, all this shit, but. You know, I had to talk to some guys, man, and they helped me come to the realization that, you know, if I'm not right within myself, there's not going to be an employee to work. You know, I'm going to be.
That can be a pleasure to be
You
around.
know, and I was like, man, you know, it makes so much sense, dude. I got to recenter myself, man, and I got to be able to have the ability to make right decisions and be able to think clearly. And if I'm holding all this resentment and anger and irritability, what good am I to anybody anyway?
Right.
You know, and then, and it's just, you know, I'm just.
So that's the cool thing about having, you know, the brothers to talk to, because, I mean, I know for a fact, all of us know how it is to try and figure shit out on our own, you know, 'cause left to our,
Try.
Yeah.
Word try.
left to our own demise, I know my fucking downfall was, you know, I would try and find the problem in every solution.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to find the solution for the problem.
Right, comparing yourself out, not looking for the
Absolutely,
similarities.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so like having other people to bounce shit off of, like you said, you know, it's good because I know, like for me and Maddie, like, even when we lived together, like, we both fucking firmly agreed that, like, you know, our first, second, or third fucking solution or answer, you know, that we came up with within the first 20, 30 minutes of having that problem or being angry was definitely not going to be the right one.
That's realization
Yeah,
right
we
there.
learn to bounce shit off each other or, you know, wait 30, 40 minutes, you know, and then think about it again.
Get some other options outside of this.
Right, let that
So
mindset
Initial
change.
emotional stupid fucking ideas you get
Right.
that, oh, this will fix it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
Right?
Now it's worse.
Decision making off of fucking immediate emotions equals disaster. I mean, every time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't think of any time where reacting emotionally has done me any good.
Never.
Well, you know, like they say, every action has a reaction, and I think we can all agree as addicts, every action we have has an overreaction.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's why
Because it's
reacting
gotta go
is
to the
shit.
extreme, because that's how we lived our lives. That's how I lived my life.
I mean,
It was
that's
balls
where,
and
like,
ball.
with some brotherhood, like, I could fucking reach out to Dennis or Brooke or Doc or anybody
Right.
and be like, hey, I'm missing all kinds of shit here, so, like, what do you think?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
I'll have some thoughts, but like you said, typically, even when I'm calmed down, sometimes I'm so fixated on the one fucking bad idea I had to fix it that I can't see anything else.
Right.
There might be a dozen other possibilities, and I'm just so fucking locked on to one thing that it's
Yeah, and we're already a special kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's not, for us, it's not even like every action has a reaction. It's like every action has a sentence date. Because
That's
we
a
don't
good
think
point.
rationally, you
Not at
know?
all.
So.
or a date on a fucking tombstone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right. Termination date.
yeah.
Well, you know that I think too the availability that we all have to each other as well. Like there's no time limit. Like if one of us is hurting, there's always somebody up in our
Oh,
community.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You
Without
know
a
what I
doubt.
mean? You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
know, like we all carry different hours.
I mean,
even if
you
it
all
is
know who
off.
works midnights here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that has happened
Point,
before.
yeah. But even as well as like that, you know, I
He's
mean,
never
he's
failed
always
to answer
there,
that
always
fucking- yeah.
there. I mean,
It's
and that's
really
so
fucking
refreshing.
off hours.
I mean, he'll give you a peace of mind if you call him at 9 in the morning, but he's gonna answer.
Right.
Yeah, right.
If you call them at 3 or 4 in the morning.
It'll
good.
it'll go a little better. But yeah, of course, I believe in all that, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Then as you're talking about, I'm trying to find problems and all the solutions, dude. I do focus a lot on that, man. And I'm trying to like put pins on like, okay, this is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. That's what's wrong. And it's like, then I try to sum all that up. It's like a fucking math problem, but it's really not. I complicate it. You know what I mean? But I just come to the conclusion that, like, I said, my best thinking got me here. My thinking is the problem. The drugs and alcohol was my solution.
Yeah.
We've talked about that in the past.
Totally, yeah.
I use drugs and alcohol to escape. I gotta
Get
figure
that
out
shit,
why.
bro.
It was a
why do I-
shitty solution.
Yeah, I mean, why do I keep reacting to situations? Why is it that when my life gets rough or someone says something to me that makes me feel disrespected, I gotta go and kill myself?
Nobody
why do
likes
I
the
react?
uncomfortability, right?
Why do I react with such anger
And
and
Brooks said it
irritability?
the right way. Somebody fucks with me, and then I go destroy my own life.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, we totally become rhubarb, because we're uncomfortable and not thinking about the consequences after our actions.
So we don't give a fuck. When you're in
Right.
fuck it mode, fuck the consequences
Oh,
too,
dude.
right?
Well,
I mean,
just-
like
I'll deal with
nowadays-
it later.
Nowadays, it's different because
I got
we
bottom money.
practice it.
yeah.
It still doesn't come naturally, and we have to work on it daily. It's not natural. Because our natural sense is, like you said, fuck you and fuck it.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
dude, I used to fucking keep a couple grand in my fucking house.
We all
Because
did.
of bond
We all- yeah,
money.
we all did.
Like, dude, what kind of fucked up way is that to live and think?
Right.
I better keep a couple grand somewhere somebody can get
I
to
knew
it.
where his bottom money
Or-
was.
or
stashed.
having-
Because even then,
I had
it's
his
true.
code
Like,
safe,
when we
he
lived
had my code safe,
Yeah.
he knew where my bottom money was. I
even
knew
even
what-
2 years into or a year and a half into fucking in recovery, we're still like, just in case.
Right.
Or
Hey,
have it-
man,
have it
if I
worked
call
into
you, I got
your money.
stacked in the safe right here.
Yeah.
Having it worked into your bills that you have to pay, you got a certain amount set aside for fucking off. And
Oh,
they
fuck
can sit in the
money.
bank now instead of, readily right there,
Honestly,
okay, I
man,
got an
like,
ounce.
That's
Yeah.
true. 100% true. And like now that I just got full license reinstatement, that fucking $90 a month that was going to my babe is going right into the bank.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's comfortability.
Just
But
got
I
the
mean-
budget? Is that what you're saying? You
Well,
just-
like that money was going towards my fucking
Right.
blow and go,
Right.
basically.
Right,
So
right.
like I'm not gonna miss it. Like I could use it on bullshit, or I could just take it and throw it in the fucking account and make some money for me.
Security.
Yeah.
You've already adjusted to making that budget anyway.
Right. So now let's like take that and like bullshit because I was still under the thumb of the government. Since
Yeah.
like 07. This is the last thing for me.
Since
Finally.
ever.
Couple more
Yeah.
new hats.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I would typically do. I'm gonna blow it on some bullshit, but like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put it into the accounts that make me money.
Right.
Instead, actually be less of an idiot than I normally am.
That's something, outside of the realm of us.
And I
and our
waste plenty
family.
of money on bullshit as it is. Trust me. Like it ain't.
No, I've been telling that to my son as well. Like, I would much rather have that money in the bank as a security than in my palm.
I mean, I
9
still
times
keep.
out of 10, I'm like, I'm gonna spend it foolishly.
Hush, hush, money.
I still
Save
keep
money.
a grand at home. Like, but
Yeah.
that's not for bail money anymore. That's
Right,
just,
that's
It's
just-
pocket
yeah,
money.
just in
like,
case money. Like,
you see
for
something you
whatever.
want, you don't have to
So,
worry.
hey,
Right,
hey,
or if some emergency happens,
Harley
I got
Flea
a
Market
cover.
back to
right
back,
here,
right.
you know.
Yeah. some exhaust pipes, you know,
Yeah,
they look
you
really
know.
cool.
First comes the first. It's there for something.
Yeah.
But having that availability now,
Yeah, like
you know,
like
like
had that.
that would have been impossible, at least for me 2 years ago.
Oh,
Hell
dude,
no.
completely impossible.
Money was spent before I even got it.
We were just talking about that in the group, man. Like the amount of like time and money that has become available to me, and not being fucked up all the time, is almost unbelievable.
It's unreal. Yeah.
Like the opportunities you can have with all that time and money you pissed.
Because you just accept that chaos.
Right.
And it's like, now you don't have to deal with that chaos or that bullshit. And it's like,
You gotta find ways to productively use it instead.
yes, you get to
Yeah.
sigh, you get to fucking, you know,
Yeah.
breathe normally, you know.
Yeah.
And that's like, that's a big deal.
And that gives you time to like, you know,
For
for
me.
whatever the 20 minutes before we even started this video, just sitting around here bullshit. I'm in no rush. Like I can enjoy that.
Yeah.
And be present in it, and not
Right,
I
checking
gotta
the
be
time,
here.
I gotta go.
Like that's
There you
some
go.
shit I would have never been able to do getting high,
No,
because I would have been.
I gotta go fuck my
Whatever
life up
fucking
agenda.
Yeah.
Bullshit
Yeah.
agenda I
Right.
had
My
going
dealer
on.
might still be in town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go pay the light bill at the tavern, you know, or
Yeah.
go buy dude a new car and send him on vacation.
I mean, instead I can
really.
just sit around and enjoy some brotherhood, and then like actually just be present. In
And
it.
then think about this, like I'll think about this for the next couple days, or maybe in a month or two. You know, something will click and be like, yeah, that was a good session.
Yeah.
And being able to have your mind back to be able to even do that too.
Yeah, right.
You know, and those are little things for normies, whatever the hell that is.
I don't
But
know.
for like a guy like me, that's kind of a big deal. Like, you know,
I think
I
it's
can
really
reflect.
important, you know, for me in my recovery. Like, there's a reason why I planted my feet here in Joliet. You know what I mean? I've kind of been all throughout the Chicagoland area, and something that just stuck out with the ECS community, with the AA community, with just the people that I've met on my program, and you know, with the Brotherhood, bro. Like a sense of belonging, man. You know what I mean? A sense of belonging, a sense of like, you know, like, man, I fit in with these guys. For the longest time, dude, I never fit in with anybody. You know what I mean? I was kind of just did my own thing, and you know, I had acquaintances and friends that I thought were friends, and you know, it was just that whole battle conflict, all like almost my whole life, you know. But I came to Joliet and I got set up, and you know, I just found like a sense of belonging. You know, like guys that I actually wanted to talk to. You know, like I would actually want to call, not because I was forced to, but because I wanted to. You know what I mean? That brings like, that fills me up to a sense to like be comfortable within myself. You know what I mean? Because now I don't gotta continue wearing around this fucking social mask bullshit and acting because someone wants me to act a certain way. I can continue to be myself while
And be good with it.
and be good with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a chameleon.
Dude, and I think that that's super important for me, man, because I was always trying to meet other people's needs. And I still do to this day. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and say I don't.
I can agree
but
with
I'm
that.
working on that. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's fucking this
Practice,
is
right?
this is an improvement everyday program. You know, self-improvement.
We're
every
around
day.
people that don't want anything from us except ourselves.
That's right.
Yes.
Just show up.
And to
That's
actually
the
see
you-
other people succeed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
that's a
it's-
great thing, man, because a lot of the world doesn't want that.
No.
Right.
Hey,
When you see somebody
else do
doing
good.
as well as you're doing or better, you're honestly happy for them.
I actually
Right.
look at it as
You know, because
inspiration,
the
man.
pain.
Like, oh, that guy is doing that shit. And he's no different than me. Like,
I can do this too.
do this shit too.
Absolutely.
Like, and I want other people to think the same shit if they look at me, man. Like,
Yeah.
because I ain't nothing special. You know, I'm just fucking making a little bit better choices. And I say a little bit, because sometimes that's it. That's what
Baby
works.
steps.
Yeah.
You gotta walk before you can run, right?
Ever since coming to recovery, man, I started saying, I don't hate you, I hate your choices. You know what I mean? It's just an easier way to go about it. Like, you know, you're an alright guy, but your fucking behavior is garbage. You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
It's
And I
just
mean,
a
that was
reframe.
true of
It's a
me.
reframe.
Even like honestly, like I hated my own choices sometimes. I knew I wasn't a complete piece of shit, but like I hated the choices I made, and I kept making them.
I was talking to one of my roommates about this, like, you know, there's certain blood family members that I have actually told this to. I love you, but I don't like you at times.
Oh, my dad fucking.
You know what I'm
did
saying?
that back in the
And
day,
that's
he wasn't
huge.
wrong, man.
Right.
Like,
It's like, I
but
love
don't
you,
like
but
at
I
all.
don't
Yeah,
like
I
what
get it.
is coming out your mouth right now, or, you know, how you're carrying yourself, because I feel endangered, and I can't feel that way, because I make bad decisions then, you know. but trying to work at that grounding yourself, you know, and you pointed it out, the uniqueness of Brothers in Arms, man. I mean, it's my life. I mean, this is no joke. It's not bullshit. I'm not trying to placate anything, and you can take it or leave it. But for me, it's working really well as long as I do my end, you know, and it just keeps getting better and better, man. It doesn't have to stop, you know, and I know it's just one bad choice away. And I just don't want to make that bad choice no more. I've done it too often for too long. You know,
I think that's part of the thing, like you said, you're learning shit. You've made fucking mistakes. You've failed at certain things at certain times, but if you learn from it, that's what matters, because you can fucking do better. Like, if you actually learn something, then you don't repeat the same shit. Or you might repeat it a few times, but eventually it'll come to an end.
It'll click.
I didn't do it this severe. It wasn't that
Well, look
bad.
at, like you said a few minutes ago too, we're sitting here on a Friday night. Now,
True.
all of us have done construction. After a Friday of hard work, where would we be,
If I made it
honestly?
Friday.
Right?
Oh,
We'd be in a pub somewhere, or
Yeah.
some tavern,
I'd have been to the west side.
and then, right, and then things start
back to the
happening.
house.
Cause then you're calling a dude because you had a few too many shots, and
I was always on my own, but I would have been at the gym right now probably, but with a needle in my arm before I walked in the fucking doors, and then probably again in the bathroom before I was done.
right?
The point is, we
But
wanted to
whatever,
see
it was
them
fun.
out.
And we're here kind of
Yeah.
talking so we can hopefully help ourselves, man.
Yeah,
And
maybe,
continue to.
hopefully.
and help someone else.
That's
Yeah.
the whole point, man. Like
Right.
you said, pay it forward. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely.
Just,
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
so, I don't know, anybody got any, closing
I
thoughts? Are
think
we
we,
good?
I think we hit a lot of really good points. You
Yeah,
guys
no, I
shared
think
quite a
so.
bit. I appreciate it, man, you know.
I appreciate you guys being here, you know, and like,
Absolutely.
this is always fun for me.
No, I like you starting
Yeah.
Driven AF recovery. It's something that's gonna be ingrained in me, you know, and we joke about hashtag NCWH, but fuck. I mean, look at the time we wasted working hard on getting high and ruining our lives.
A
Now,
lot.
right, for me personally, decades, and I'm not trying to, you know, word it as a badge of honor, because it's kind of embarrassing, but for some reason or another, I got another chance, and I don't want to squander this, you know, at all, so. I
That's
really
all right, I
appreciate
feel like
being
it.
here tonight, so thank you guys.
Thank everybody, man, and thank everybody that watches and comments and, you know, is getting sharing it or watching the reels and, you know, giving us feedback. That's very much appreciated, and that's what this is for. So, you know, if you think you can help somebody else, share it with whoever you want. You know, if you want to subscribe, we'll be here every week. But regardless, we're just trying to share experience to help anybody that wants to listen. And, you know, if you want to share it with us, comment, man. Please, I read them all, you know, so. With that being said, we'll be back next Friday. I think Steven's gonna be back. Michael's coming, I think, from the one house. So, and whoever else shows up, cool. Like, this is fun. I don't really, you know, I love different thoughts
So I
and
can
feelings.
always just show up in the room.
There you go. So, you know, like, we'll be here on a regular basis talking about something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right on.
Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and like we always say, you know, pay it forward, like you were saying too. Say it every week, you know, let's just make the world a little bit better place, even if it's just some little shit every day. Like,
Yep.
it's better that than making it worse. So, all right, everybody, take care. See you
See ya.
soon.
All right.